This book review is about the Truly Devious series by Maureen Johnson. Hey y'all, my name is Mariam and I am back with another video in a new sweater I recently bought. Do you guys like it? Anyways, welcome. Today I will be reviewing the trilogy Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. Truly Devious, The Vanishing Stair, and The Hand on the Wall. If you have watched my last video in which I read and reviewed TikTok's most trendy books, you may remember that the first part of the Truly Devious book series made an appearance there. The next book I will be reviewing is Truly Devious, a YA mystery and detective. So today, I would like to discuss the rest of Maureen Johnson's trilogy. Beware of the spoilers, this isn't the usual review, it's more of a commentary on each book of the trilogy, so it's a little more chaotic than usual. Let's begin! The series is about a prominent fictional case from the 1930s, the Ellingham case. One day in 1936, Albert Ellingham received a letter with a poem signed by Truly Devious. The letter was very playful, yet extremely sinister, describing all the ways one may die. During the same day, Albert receives terrible news. His wife, Iris Ellingham, and child, Alice Ellingham, went missing, and the kidnapper wanted lots and lots of money for ransom. Despite following through, Iris and Alice are never seen again, as you can probably guess. At the time of the kidnappings, Albert Ellingham lived in the academy for gifted students he built on a Vermont mountain by himself. His greatest passion was making education fun for his academy students. But those events are old. Let's come to the 21st century, a long time after the Ellingham case, and a long time for this case to be rightfully considered the biggest crime mystery of the 20th century. Stephanie, or Stevie Bell, is a student who has been accepted into one of the most prestigious schools of the United States of America, the Ellingham Academy. Her passion is crime, and in her sleep, she just dreams of solving the legendary Ellingham case. Stevie gets lots of new friends, who are her classmates: Janelle Franklin, a STEM student and future engineer, Nate, a young but already pretty famous fiction writer, and David, a game developer. Honestly, how I wish I could go to a school like the Ellingham Academy. I mean, just imagine, this fictional school's program is personalized and tailored to everyone's personal interests, with ultra-qualified staff teaching its subject. The school itself is described as a wonderland with lots of space for exploration and fun, a place in which it is also appropriate to adopt a light or dark academia aesthetic. The possibilities that open up are great, yet Stevie, the main character, low-key, high-key, doesn't use it to her full advantage. Ah well, I guess that's just main character things that a mere mortal like me wouldn't understand. Anyways, after coming to Ellingham, weird things start happening. Obviously. Another student, a classmate of Stevie's, and a YouTube star called Hayes Major is found dead in a cave in which he filmed his newest YouTube series, which, by the way, was about the Ellingham case. The reason was carbon dioxide poisoning. Now, if you read the book, you would know that Hayes had lots of enemies. He basically used everyone. Stevie, keeping that in mind, confronts Ellie Walker, another one of her classmates, about this. Ellie was the one who wrote Hayes' whole show without any credit. After Ellie is exposed by Stevie, she's escorted into the principal's office and then, spoiler alert, goes missing. Now, there were a couple of moments that made me gasp and were quite sinister, but oh well, maybe it's just the fact that I read a lot of the book quite late in the night. So kudos to the writer Maureen Johnson for making the writing so detailed, to the point where I could almost fully imagine what Ellingham Academy and the atmosphere inside of it looked like and felt like. Anyways, let's cue to the next book, The Vanishing Stair. Stevie continues trying to solve the Ellingham case and even gets a mentor called Irene Fenton, who's also obsessed with it. Everything is fun and games until she and her crush, David Eastman, the game developer I mentioned earlier, find a tunnel under the residence's stairs and go inside. So side note, the romance in the books was a bit weird as to me. Sometimes it feels a little forced and the chemistry isn't fully there, and when it is unclear where it came from. Anyhow, David and Stevie discover something pretty unpleasant in that tunnel, and Stevie now faces a new mystery and a new potential crime to solve. There isn't really anything else to say about the book. It was pretty good as far as YA fiction goes, but I feel like the mystery was spoiled through the flashbacks into the 1930s. We don't see Stevie coming to her conclusions about the famous crime by herself. We don't really see her brain work and her reasoning behind the conclusions she makes. So unlike most detectives, such as the Hercule Poirot series and The Alienist by Caleb Carr, the deduction process and method of Stevie's isn't very clear. I guess this truly is a matter of taste, and well, another main character thing a mortal like me wouldn't understand. The last book, The Hand on the Wall, was the book in which the Ellingham case and the rest of the mysterious disappearances and deaths of Stevie's classmates get solved. We also found out how these events were related, so that is pretty cool, I guess. The Hand on the Wall was the second best book in the Truly Devious trilogy after the first one. Everything became clearer in it, and although this book didn't really accentuate the characters' relationships with each other, it had a pretty interesting plot, in my opinion. So many details about the plot that may have gone unnoticed before or could be seen as plot holes gained a new meaning. Overall, this trilogy was a pretty fun read, and to be fair, I didn't even spoil that much. Even though it wasn't a super big-brain detective with huge plot twists left and right, all of my young adult subscribers can head over to their libraries, bookshops, and etc. to get all three of these books and read them while drinking some tea and imagining themselves in the Ellingham Academy with tons of ultra-qualified staff and homework. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, please comment what you think about the sweater, because I really like it, but yeah, just let me know. Thank you. Bye.